Alright guys, I just want to make a quick video on taking a frontal shot on a deer and if it's ethical. Obviously this is a broadside shot. Everyone knows you want to shoot your deer broadside, but sometimes it's not always the case. So a frontal shot, I've never taken one ever until this year. I took two, and Faith took one with her first deer actually. When the deer are facing you, like just like in this picture, like let's say you're sitting in a ground blind or hunting off the ground or something, I feel like it's a less high percentage shot compared to if their head was down. So that's what I wanted to get into. So this is the best picture I could find. I would like the head a little more down, but I couldn't really find a good picture. So all three of these examples you're going to see later in this video are going to be when their head's fully down. So this is the path the arrow is going to take when you shoot. So you got the spine in there. You're obviously probably guaranteed to hit lungs. I've always aimed right between the shoulder blades. I mean, depends on your angle, how far they are is going to be, depends where you want to aim. Here's like I was trying to draw where the head was down. So if you shoot too far, way too far forward, I mean, you're not going to hit anything. You might hit the spine or something. But also, if they're quartered a little bit, you're obviously going to have to aim on one side of the shoulder or the other. You don't want to aim on the opposite, too far and the opposite shoulder and then end up completely just grazing the side of the deer. That would be the only issue here with taking the shot as far as I can see. But the only other thing I have to say about this is if you get into past this membrane in there, and you might not get a blood trail because the guts will clog the hole. I don't have any footage of this because this is the buck I shot in Kansas. I just turned my camera off. But it jumped the fence and it was facing me and put his head down and he started sniffing my trail.
I think he's rolling down the hill.
This one, it was really hard to find blood. I heard the deer fall over. He only went 40 yards. He died in like probably 8 seconds, but here's my arrow. Obviously really bloody, and it was pretty dark. I didn't exactly know where I hit him.
I guess he's done for, but holy shit. Holy shit, we found him. Didn't even walk very far. I literally walked out on this trail right here. Literally walked right beside him. You gotta be kidding. There's some? Yeah, there's a tiny bit, isn't there?
So back to my picture here. This is where the arrow path went, and there was no exit hole because the guts clogged it, but the blood was like volcanoing out of between the shoulder blades. Every step he took, there was just blood sprayed everywhere. That's why it was so hard to find. And to be honest, if I had a better flashlight other than my phone light, I might have found the blood right away, but it was just really tiny specks. It was just sprayed everywhere, like 5-10 foot wide.
Blood 10 feet.
There's chunks everywhere.
Hit right next to it.
I didn't see how many points he even had. I had no idea. That's why there's not much blood. There's a bunch of fat coming out the bottom.
Wow.
Let's go.
I can't believe you were squirting that much blood out the top of his back.
So this was Faith's first deer. It was standing in the same spot for about 10 minutes and it would not turn, and it was getting pretty dark. So we decided to take the shot, and the deer only went about 25 yards. This one also, there was just a little bit of blood. I wasn't worried about it though because all the snow was on the ground.
So she laid for a second. Went back up in there and there was blood everywhere.
So this deer laid here for maybe 30 seconds and then got back up and moved like 10 yards or something and died right there. I actually thought it was a piebald when I shot it. That's where all those white patches are. I don't know if it got hit by a car or what, but it was on both sides of its body. We're going to flip her over here, and you can see where the exit hole was. It was a little bit in the guts. There was still blood coming out. The guts didn't clog the hole or anything because it was quartered a tiny bit. So let me know what you guys think. Is this ethical? Is this not ethical? Just like, subscribe, comment. I want to know your thoughts. Thanks for watching.